Hello, all uniquely creative people, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sherri Thorne, and today I will be doing a book review on Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. Sorry. So before I even start with this, there are trigger warnings. I'm going to just say it right now. There are trigger warnings. There is child abuse in this one. Physical, mental, verbal, and emotional child abuse are all the abuse that is in this book from what I can recall from reading it. I just finished it yesterday morning. But by the time this video goes up, it could be a different day. So anyways, the back says soon to be a major motion picture produced by Reese Witherspoon. No one's ever told Eleanor that life should be better than fine. Meet Eleanor Oliphant. She struggles with appropriate social skills and tends to say exactly what she's thinking. Nothing is missing in her carefully timetable life, where weekends mostly consist of frozen pizza, vodka, and phone chats with Mummy. But everything changes when Eleanor meets Raymond, the bubbling guy from her office, whose big heart will ultimately help Eleanor find a way to repair her own profoundly damaged one. Smart, warm, and uplifting, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine is the story of an out-of-the-ordinary heroine whose deadpan weirdness and wit make for an irresistible journey as she realizes the only way to survive is to open your heart. A wacky, charming novel, hilarious and moving. Okay. I do agree with most of it. It's definitely charming. It's definitely moving. However, not everyone's gonna see the humor in this book. I'm gonna be straight out honest on that one. This was a book club book. It would depend on a couple of things. Mostly, I'm gonna say your personality probably has a big one on this one, and depending on your upbringing, mostly upbringing than personality. Actually, now that I said that, I didn't see the humor in this one. I honestly did not. It was definitely well written, but I did not see the humor. But that is because things. Anyways, at first I had a hard time getting into this book, and I even listened to on audio as well. It took about 7 chapters for me to get into this book. And during the chapter, there was a couple of things. I'm going to try not to give out any spoilers. Throughout the reading, you can tell that Eleanor has difficulty connecting with people, and she has some trauma from her childhood. You can kind of see that at the beginning of the story, but as the story prolongs, you really see it. Anyways, character development. The characters in here are basically Raymond and Eleanor. Eleanor is the biggest focus because she's the protagonist. Raymond, I would almost say like a sidekick kind of character with very little character development. So with Eleanor, she would judge a person at the beginning of the book. She would judge a person before actually getting to know them, and she wouldn't open up. It was very unapproachable. but she was very well spoken. Like, she spoke very well English. And from there, she did start to warm up. So she went from basically cold and distant to still blunt, very blunt. But she opened up to people. She started making friends. So that's basically her character development. Raymond, all the way through the book, he was basically helpful, warm-hearted, kind-hearted. Was by Eleanor's side all the time. Like I said, I didn't see the humor in this. I actually thought it was actually more on the sadder end, in my honest opinion. Because there was a couple of scenes that I actually did start to cry in. And I had to pause the audiobook and close the book and give myself a couple of minutes. Because once we had a section called Bad Days, and I was listening to the audiobook and reading at the same time, I realized how much I actually relate to this character to a certain degree. Like, this character was very relatable for me, and it just made it more sadder for me that this character went through what she went through. So anything that might have been funny for some people, I didn't see the humor in it. I actually almost put the book down a couple of times because I didn't think I was going to finish it, to be totally honest. World building. This is based off of the real world. It is a fiction book. It is somewhere in England. I think it was like a couple of hours away from London. I can't remember. London, England. And it was interesting. Like, she's basically she works in the office for her background, like behind the scenes of the graphic designers kind of thing. So I thought that was interesting. It didn't really go into details of what she does, other than maybe files and all that. But I had a really hard time getting into the book. World building was fine-ish. I had enough description where I knew the layout. But at the same time, I almost wish there was just a little bit more details to get a better idea on the layout. Because sometimes the descriptions of the location was so vague that it made it hard for me to picture it picture it in my head. Overall, it was going to get a 1-star review, but I'm upping it to a 2.5 since it did get better, but at the same time, it was very hard to get into it, and then it was mostly just hard to get into it. Sorry, guys. My cat's meowing at me. Anyways, I don't really recommend this book. I know I'm all over the place with this book review. Sorry. I give it a 2.5 stars, mostly because the book was hard to get into, and honestly, I couldn't find the humor. Otherwise, do I recommend this book? Not really. I do and I don't. I recommend it because it's one of the more better fiction books I've read. And it's very relatable. It's nicely written. I don't recommend this book if the trigger warnings bug you or upset you or make you have a flashback or something. So once more, the trigger warnings that I found in this book, and interestingly enough, I couldn't find them in the Amazon description for warning wise. So anyone watching this, I believe I mentioned the trigger warnings in the beginning. I'm gonna re-mention them now. The trigger warnings are child abuse, and in those child abuse, what I found in the book was emotional, verbal, mental, and physical abuse when Eleanor was a kid. It's not happening now, but she's gone through a lot of trauma where she needs to start healing, kind of thing. So, anyways, this is my last book for the year of 2023. I will do another video on how my year went and what books I got to and did not get to this year. Anyways, overall, it's a 2.5-star book. If you guys thought, let me know if you guys thought it was a good read. Awesome. If not, that's a-okay as well. Everyone is different on how they take the books. And that's basically it. And I'll see you guys next time. And remember, stay true to yourself and stay unique. Oh, before I forget, click the like button and click the notification button to get notified of all my posts, because I don't have a schedule yet. So definitely click the notification to when I go live or whenever I post videos. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I have a Discord group called Creative Server. All the links are down below if you like the game and stuff, or just pure entertainment that's not learning or book reviews. Go follow Spooky Dark. That link is down below as well. And click the like button, leave a comment down below on what you think of this book, or if you're interested in reading it, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. And remember, stay true to yourself and stay unique. Bye.